So you're planning a trip to Germany? Maybe for Oktoberfest, Christmas markets, or just want to see if the Autobahn really has no speed limit. Well, before you book your flight, there are a few things you really need to know. Because if you don't, you'll stand out as the confused American faster than you can say Schnitzel. The most important one, your plugs won't work. Germany uses a completely different outlet shape and double the voltage compared to the US. So before you even leave the house, buy a universal adapter. Your phone and laptop charger are fine nowadays. They handle both voltages. But your curling iron, your electric razor, or that fancy American hairdryer, yeah, those usually die the second you plug them in. Save yourself that meltdown. Now, once you get there, you'll also realize the numbers don't make sense anymore. Miles become kilometers, Fahrenheit becomes Celsius, and suddenly your flight lands at 14:30 and you think you missed it because it's not even 2 o'clock yet. Welcome to the metric system and 24-hour time. Don't worry, you'll get used to it after a day or two. And speaking of things that look familiar but aren't, Germany uses the euro. Everyone should know that by now, not the dollar. That means prices look cheaper until you actually convert them back to US dollar. So when your coffee costs 4 euros, that still is about $4.50. And don't exchange money at the airport. Seriously, you'll lose money. Just get euros at an ATM when you arrive. It is way cheaper, people. And here's a big one that shocks every American. On Sundays, Germany basically shuts down. I mean it. Grocery stores, clothing stores, malls, all closed. Even the big ones. You'll find maybe a bakery, a gas station, or a train station mini market open, but that's it. This goes back to Christian traditions and worker protection laws. Sunday is supposed to be a rest day, family day. So if you're hungry on Sunday, you better plan ahead on Saturday. Trust me, every expat in Germany has had that oh no moment when you realize there's no milk, no bread, no nothing, and it's Sunday. Yeah, been there. Next, carry cash. Yes, Germany has Apple Pay. Yes, they have cards, but the country still loves actual euros in your wallet. A lot of bakeries, smaller cafes, and public bathrooms are cash only. Some will say card from 10 euros. So if you want a croissant or you need to pee, keep a few coins on you. Best trick, withdraw $50 to $100 once you arrive and break it down into smaller bills. Whatever you do, don't hand over a 100 euro bill for a 3 euro coffee. They'll look at you like you just asked to pay in Monopoly money. All right, let's talk driving, because every American thinks they're gonna rent a car and drive the Autobahn. Yes, parts of the Autobahn have no speed limit, but it's not a racetrack. You still have to keep right, pass on the left, not like in the US, and always check your mirrors. If you're in the left lane and someone comes flying up behind you at 180 miles per hour, that's normal. Get over. Gas or benzene is expensive, about 3 times what you pay in the US, and we sell it per liter, not gallon. So yeah, that road trip might not be as cheap as you actually think it is. Inside cities, public transportation is king. Germany's trains, trams, and buses are honestly some of the best in the world. So use them. Parking is hard and fines are no joke. And if you drive, no right on red, ever. Pump first, then pay inside. And always watch for cyclists. They appear out of nowhere. This one blows Americans' minds. In Germany, it's completely legal to drink alcohol in public. You'll see people walking around with a beer or sitting by the river with a wine. It's normal, even for teens. The drinking age for beer and wine is 16 years. As long as you behave, nobody cares. It's one of those freedoms Germans just quietly enjoy. So don't freak out if you see it. Join in respectfully and you'll probably make some great friends. Now let's talk about eating out, because this is where Americans get confused the most. In Germany, Germany, you seat yourself, no hostess, drinks are smaller, and no ice unless you ask. Water isn't free. You'll get bottled water, still or sparkling, but you have to pay for it. Waiters don't check on you every 2 minutes. They leave you alone. You have to ask for the check, and tipping about 10% or just round up. Here's an example. If you get a bill of 27 euros, you say make it 30, and that's it. Also, German customer service can feel a little cold. That's why we call it the German service desert. It's not that they don't like you. That's just how it is. They don't live off tips, so there's less fake friendliness. Don't take it personally. Oh, and one more thing, restaurants close earlier. If you try to get dinner at 10 p.m., good luck. Most kitchens close around 9. You might have to pay to pee. Public restrooms often cost between 50 cents and €1. Rest stops and train stations have an attendee sitting outside with a little plate. It's weird at first, but hey, they're usually clean, so keep those coins handy. Okay, this one is one of my favorite German things. We love rules. Don't jaywalk. Even if the streets are empty, if that light is red, we wait. And if kids are around, it's almost like a social experiment, teaching them that red means to stay and green means to walk. You'll even hear strangers remind you, es ist rot. Also, stay on the right side of the escalator and don't stand in the bike lane, ever. That's not a sidewalk decoration. You will get yelled at or run over. And please, recycle. We take trash sorting seriously. This is something Americans often misunderstand. Germans don't do small talk with strangers. We just don't. We don't say, hi, how are you, if we don't know you. That doesn't mean we're cold or rude. It just means if we talk, it's for a reason. So if a cashier doesn't smile or chat, don't take it personally. But if you ask for directions or need help, most people will absolutely help you. We're just not built for random conversations at the checkout line. If you turn on the TV and see Tom Cruise speak in German, don't panic. Almost everything foreign in Germany is dubbed. We love American movies, we just don't love subtitles. If you want to see something in English, look for OV or OMU, original version. And you can look at it in English. But if you're on vacation in Germany, you might not watch TV anyways. Most Germans speak a little bit of English. If you ask for directions or order food, you'll be fine. One funny thing though, if you speak German with an accent, some people will switch to English instantly. They're not trying to be rude, they just think they're making life easier for you. If you want to keep practicing German, just say, dürfen wir auf Deutsch sprechen? They'll smile and go along with it. And to be honest, we start learning English in 5th grade all the way till the end of school, so it is second nature to us, and we really don't want to make it difficult for people who cannot speak German very well. If you ever move to Germany and you walk into your new apartment, don't freak out if there is no kitchen. That is normal. No kitchen, no lights, no closets, just cables. In Germany, the tenants install pretty much everything. And leases don't usually have an end date. They go indefinitely. So once you get your setup right, you're staying for a while. Here are a few extra quick ones. You don't tip at bars. Just round up to the next euro. Tap water is safe to drink, even if restaurants don't serve it. Public transport runs on an hour system, but don't skip buying a ticket. Fines are pretty darn steep. Sundays are for hikes, bakeries, and long lunches. Lean into that. So there you go. 13 things you really need to know before going to Germany. It's an amazing country. Clean, safe, organized, full of culture, but also full of little surprises that'll make you say, wait, what? And now that you know how to not embarrass yourself, go enjoy the beer, the bakeries, the castles, and maybe the Autobahn if you dare. If you want a part 2 of 13 things Germans need to know before going to America, let me know in the comments below. I'm Mischa, a German living in the US, and I'll see you in the next one. Tschüss.